You're tuned in to the Kansas City Weather Report, your daily source for the latest local forecast right here in KC. Whether you're planning your commute, weekend barbecue, or just trying to figure out if you need that extra layer, Wes has you covered. So let's dive into today's forecast.
Welcome to the Kansas City Weather Report. I'm meteorologist Wes Peary. Today is Monday, December 8th, and here's what's up with the weather. Well, how about those temps? Woo! You thought I was going to. You did. Let's not talk about that right now. All right, let's go about the weather. A little bit of cloud cover out there this morning. Decent amount of cloud cover. If it's cloudy where you are, then the sunshine should come out later on today. Temperatures this morning starting off near about 20 to 25 degrees. It feels like about 15 degrees outside. Lunchtime temperatures probably somewhere near freezing. I think we'll probably get to about 35 to 40 degrees for the high temperature later on today. Temperatures once we get to around 6 o'clock this evening through around, let's say, 6 a.m. tomorrow are really not going to move very much. It's going to be about freezing. And then Tuesday looks to be a nice, sunny, warm day. Well, I take that back. Maybe not sunny, definitely warm. We'll call it partly cloudy. How about that? Temperatures on Tuesday morning, again, near about freezing, and I think we'll make it to about 55, maybe pushing 60 degrees. If we do end up having a nice, strong southerly breeze and more sunshine the way it's looking. And then temperatures just start doing weird things. We start to get cold fronts that come through. So Tuesday, or rather Wednesday morning, it may be like 40 degrees in the morning, and then in the afternoon, it's only about 40 degrees again, but there will be a cool down in there. But don't expect overall Wednesday to have a big change in temperatures until we get to Wednesday evening, and then it's a pretty big free fall. Then temperatures on Thursday morning start off in the upper 20s, and it'll be cloudy. In fact, Wednesday morning, we have the chance for some light wintry weather as well. Now, it'll be plenty cold, I think, overall once we get into this weather pattern. Or they're getting wintry weather, but the way the storms are tracking, we may just miss the wintry precip here in Kansas City. It may end up being just north of us, where there's a little bit just better temperatures, maybe a little bit of better moisture overall. But the time period we're watching for our next chance of wintry weather is going to be Wednesday through Friday. Thursday, it's only again about 40 in the afternoon, cloudy. Friday, it's only about freezing for the high temperature. Temperature's not moving a whole lot on Friday because it's mostly cloudy, like 30 in the morning, about 30 in the afternoon. The really kind of brutal cold, I think, tries to show up here for the weekend. Whereas Saturday morning, it may feel like 0. In the afternoon, only feels like about 10. It's mostly cloudy. And then maybe it's only about 20 for the high temperature, for the actual temperature. But again, it's feeling like 0 in the morning and 10 in the afternoon. Sunday, it feels like sub-zero, like 0 to -5. And then Sunday afternoon, with a little bit of sunshine, we'll get up close to 25 for a high. And then we try to quickly recover back into the 40s for next Monday and Tuesday. Maybe like 40-ish for Monday and Tuesday. But it's going to be tough because there's another shot of cold air trying to come down then for the second half of next week, and that would be like December 18th and 19th time frame there. So it is really looking like a pretty cold next couple of weeks in December. You know, that May time out for Christmas to give us a white Christmas, let's keep our fingers crossed on that, if you're into that kind of thing. But the overall arching theme here is that we got one warm day Tuesday, and then it's just overall really cold, even for December standards in Kansas City. Let's recap the forecast. Today, temperatures 35 to 40 in the afternoon, about 55 for Tuesday, and then it's about 40 throughout much of the day on Wednesday with a partly cloudy sky, the chance for some wintry precip Wednesday night through Friday morning. Again, mostly 40-ish degrees each afternoon, Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, it's only about freezing, bitterly cold Saturday and Sunday. Morning low wind chill values near 0, and only about 20 each afternoon, Saturday and Sunday, getting back close to 40 for Monday and Tuesday. Thanks so much for joining me for this edition of the Kansas City Weather Report. You can find me on social media at Wes Weather. Have a good one.